for the last 14 years. I'm a PhD scholar at the University of Punjab. I'm a faculty member at two renowned universities of the world, and along with that, I'm a radio jockey at FM 100. If you have ever tuned into FM 100 in your cars or somewhere, you might have heard my voice, but I know it's nowadays loves to listen to Spotify. Anyways, introducing myself, like, it's just a couple of lines, but it has a long story behind it. A story that is very close to my heart, how I reached here, what happened, story of resilience, persistence, consistency that I want all of you to know. You can relate it, you can get inspired, and you can make your own way. So, starting with my life, my mother was a working woman, living much of her life as a single mother because my father was distant, not the family man we hoped for. Along with that, I had a brother, my loving brother, who is no more with me. He was disabled, he was physically and mentally challenged, and my mother has a lot on her shoulders. She was doing a government job, and she was very literate lady. I heard the voices of argument of my parents every day I woke up. And things were very difficult and chaotic in my life. I had to take care of my brother and had to struggle with my studies at the same time. I was really a student. I wanted to be a doctor, by the way, like everyone, like most of the girls. Due to peer pressure, due to family pressure, my mother wanted me to be a doctor, and that became my dream. And I started pursuing that. Along with that, I had to take care of my brother. He was bedridden. It was very difficult. It was very tough for a young girl. But I know all of you can relate it somewhere. We all have challenges. In between all that, I studied a lot, and there was certain grades that I had to achieve at that. I had to be in medical school. I failed to achieve that. I repeated my degree, and again, I failed. I felt lost. Seems like a dream slipped away, a long dream that I dreamt about of. I had to leave that. Life is finished. I can't do anything with that. And having that chaos in family and broken, shattered, disturbed family, my father showed no concern that I'm not going to medical school. And having financial issues, my parents couldn't manage me to get into private medical school. What to do now? Life is finished. I remember for 4 days I didn't eat anything. And I thought, that's it. This was the dream I ever thought of. It's not there, so this is the end of life. Anyhow, I decided to move away from my family to be a normal person again and to have a better life somewhere. So I decided to move to Lahore. I requested my mother to please get me admitted somewhere in Lahore. So we were living in Azad Street, like this big cafe. So she took that step. She knew that my daughter would be born and was going to take care of my son. I have so much to do. I have so much burden on my shoulders. But again, she decided, she thought about my future and moved me to Delhi College of Commerce, where I was 7th out of 1100 students. But I wasn't happy. My heart longed to be a doctor. I missed my slipped dream and my brother like anything. I always wanted to be a doctor. But oh my God, where I am. People were so happy over there because it was their dream to be at Delhi College of Commerce, but it wasn't mine. So, that sense, I wasn't having that accomplishment in my life. Oh, this was something that happened to me. This was the only grade BCom in which I scored second division throughout my academic career. I got a B grade. Anyhow, since this wasn't my goal, so I wasn't happy. So, so I was one of them. I can't do it anymore. I think marriage will be, something that can bring change and happiness to me. So I got engaged to a wonderful man, Fanipa. I was happy again once in my life. Right after 7 days of my engagement, my brother passed away. Oh my God, what is this? I wasn't prepared for it. I knew he was mentally and physically challenged with bedridden. He was somewhere myself, not my family. I just knew that I was sick and I was missing my brother and I wasn't well. So another challenge, another difficult phase of life. The only degree I had with me was BCom. So my parents decided that we should, Rukhsati kara and all that. She will be fine and she's having so much trouble in her life. So I got married. I got two beautiful daughters, Ramsha Khan and Aisha Khan, and the life takes turn. It was beautiful. I was so happy with them, and all the depression it went away, and I was so happy that oh my God, such wonderful daughters. But life has, and it always has, a lot of challenges in store. When they grew up, I got to know that I have to work from a household. I never wanted to be a working woman like my mother. I wanted to be a household lady. Okay, I couldn't be a doctor, that's fine. I live my life in house now. I'll be a housewife. So, बच्चों को पढ़ाना है, अच्छा फ्यूचर देना है. और कहाँ भेजना है उनको? LGS, and the fee of LGS cannot be afforded by a single father. So I have to work. After 8 years of my marriage, at the age of 30, I had my first argument with my husband. And I thought, oh my God, I'm becoming my mother. I'm having the same, I'm passing on the same generation trauma. And what kind of life I will be living with my daughters. And then a friend of mine gave me advice that either live the same life or change it. You have only two options. I decided to continue my studies. And I was so far behind, like it was when I joined the University of Punjab for a master's in human resources, I felt like, oh my God, I will never be able to do it now. Somehow because I thought that I couldn't do anything now and I have left far behind. I was able to strive academically because I pushed myself a lot. I worked a lot, worked hard with two young daughters. And I got a distinction and a good honor. I was rejoiced. This boosted my confidence. This gave me a lot of immense confidence to continue. We were living independently, me, my husband, and my two daughters, so doing a full-time job wasn't the option. I couldn't leave my two young daughters alone somewhere and doing a 9-to-5 job. So, what should I do now? Business education was what I had, and my love for designing. My love to play with colors, with fabrics, materials, and everything. And somewhere I read that you should do the thing you love. Just not follow the norms, just not follow what society wants from you, what everyone thinks about you. Just do what you love to do. And then I decided to start doing a small home-based business with designing clothes. So I requested my family and friends to get their dress stitched and done from me. So this was the start of a journey that I'm talking about. It's a 14 years long journey. I started early, started paying my fee, and at the same time continued my education. I did my MPhil. When I was depressed, I used to listen to FM 100 nights. During the night, I used to listen to radio jockeys and getting inspired at them and having crush on different kinds of male radio jockeys. So one day I got another opportunity. Somebody said that you have a beautiful voice, why don't you try it radio? So I said, okay, and he was my classmate who was working at FM 100, so I went there, gave the audition, and became that. This was something that was so close to my heart. I enjoyed talking to people, connecting with the bigger audience, playing songs at the same time, doing my own business, doing part-time job, taking care of the family, earning, doing my studies. Everything was going on, and I really felt good about it. I started enjoying it. I felt like that I'm happy finally. My daughters were happy with me. They were enjoying life. Finally, after my MPhil, I took admission in PhD. Doctor given, but yes, in another field. So, chasing your dreams and reaching somewhere isn't a the things that you cannot achieve in the past. At times you think your life is finished, you have nothing to do now. But life teaches you that you have a very broad spectrum out there. You can reach anywhere. You should do what you love to do. You can only excel in the things that you enjoy doing, not forced by the society, not forced by the peer pressure and anything else. Anyhow, I would like to mention here another success. After working of 14 years, there comes a big success that I have opened my own outlet at MM Road with the same thing. I will speak twice. It was such a moment of happiness, all the family around, having cameras and the opening of that outlet and, having an outlet in MM Road. A girl, a woman who just stopped at BCom and said, that's it, zindagi khatam ho gayi. And then, reaching somewhere where you have never thought of. It was such a success given by Allah that you just cannot believe it. Before doing that, I thought somewhere where I look back into my life, then I thought, अगर विषय मुझे रंज बहुत है, कुछ ख्वाब थे ऐसे जो बिखरने के नहीं थे. But then having that outlet, for a lot of people it was success, it was a success, it was big success for me, but I had to work a lot. It was very tough, managing all the finances and dealing with so many things on the plate. For 3 difficult years, I ran an outlet. I got very good clientele and everything. And then again, another failure was there. I had to close it down. Recently, last year, that outlet was closed. I mean, I just cannot imagine, like, after 3 years, I had to close it down. Oh my God, what is this? This wasn't something I planned for. Kaise ho gaya ye? But then again, I thought, no, this is not the end. Once you have started something, it goes on with you. It's somewhere inside you when you love to do something. So opening of any outlet, closing of any outlet, these are just the milestones. These are just the things that happen to you. It's somewhere inside that you don't want to give up on. So what I started doing, I started taking orders online, calling appointments from home, and doing again business in the market, and started to construct my own outlet somewhere where I don't have to incur this much costs that I've been paying at that MM outlet. So it's not about the place as well. You can do business from anywhere, you can do work from wherever you want. So now my daughters are following their dreams. Yes, they are. They are building a Sophia film. One of them, Rabia Khan, she's studying abroad, becoming a lawyer, as what she always wanted to be. The younger one, she's following my footsteps. She says, Mama, I want to be a fashion designer and take your business ahead. So I'm an accomplishment for my mother. She's very happy when she got to know that she was an educationist. And when I tell her that I'm a faculty member at 2 different universities within faculty, she says, oh my God, you made me proud. And then, when I look at my daughters, the way they are doing, oh my God, I'm proud. So this is what life is. Just on a lighter note, as Shah Rukh Khan once said, हमारी जिंदगी में भी हमारी फिल्मों की तरह एंड तक सब कुछ ठीक ठाक हो ही जाता है, और अगर सब ठीक ठाक ना हो तो वो एंड नहीं है, पिक्चर भी बाकी है. So the best part about my story is I really love my father and I thought that he doesn't love me. But now I love him a lot. Things change, people change. And the best part of my story, he loves me and I love him a lot. Because back then I won't be able to understand him maybe. And this is how the life goes on. This is what life is. We all are struggling somewhere. Just don't give up on life. Pursue your dreams and reach where you want to be. I hope my story inspires you and keep you